Craig, would they be, when they, after they do the permit fix, would trees be planted back in that space? Or is it just the gravel that would be fixed?
For the common ground?
Yeah,
The common ground area?
Right, yeah.
That essentially, when we take everything back out of there, take the rock back out and put seed and straw down, it's essentially, we don't come back in and plant the trees in there, but it's going to naturally fill back in itself without any kind of maintenance down there next to the creek. If it depends on what the permanent fix might be, if there's any kind of a bio stabilization, I guess, in there, there could be some kind of vegetation that goes back up in place right there to prevent anything from eroding away right there at the entrance into the creek.
You can see how screwy this line is. This hatched area is the construction access area, and it's screwy because we're trying to avoid some 30-inch tree, the really big trees in here.
Sure, yeah.
So we've done our best to try and minimize to the best we can any kind of tree removal. Unfortunately, we're talking big equipment, we're talking big rock, and they need a substantial road to get down in there. So unfortunately, there's going to have to be a few, but
we're going to see some dump trucks going down in there, probably getting down in there to get the rock, side of the rock, I guess. They're going to be down in there trying to get into there.
And if it gets out of hand, if they block the road and you can't get through, something, call me, call Kelly, and
oh, too bad I won't be able to go to work. So that'll be the same access for the van road.
Yeah.
Will they be closing it?
No, they won't.
as long as it doesn't fall in.
Or it doesn't fall in, which
And that's the county's call.
Okay.
yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
It's about 10 to 15
it is
feet
within
from
the road. It is actually given way, and it's inside of the right-of-way now.
But did anybody
Vance
use
Road.
telephone? Because, I mean, there's a telephone.
Yeah, there's a telephone line hanging out there.
Hanging.
If you lose your DSL or anything like that, it comes back.
Been good to go so far, so it's,
Our cable is there. We know that.
well,
What do you guys anticipate the total cost of this temporary fix to be?
We do the low bid process. We had a cost estimate, and different contractors came in. J.H. Barra came in right at about $70,000 was what they thought they can do the work for. Obviously, if we extend it here or extend it here, it may fluctuate, but because MSD is public and we use tax money, we do take a little bid, and that's kind of what they priced it at.
And all bids were same specs and everything? Yep. Yeah. All the contractors that bid on this were basically handpicked. Do you guys have like a preferred vendor list? Or, okay. So.
Any other questions?
If you think any questions later on, my phone number and email is on there, either however you want to contact me, and I will definitely get back to you. Sure.
Cool.
I have a question for Clay, for the neighbor. So does the neighborhood know that they're going through the common land?
It has been put out in a letter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
Everyone, like
as
for
long as they read it,
safety
yes.
and everything like that? Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
it just depends. Most of them probably won't even notice.
Okay,
Honestly.
they don't care. Okay.
I can field calls from neighbors too, if
I'm just
anybody
thinking
else.
like with the kids and stuff.
If anybody does talk to you, please have them call me, and I'll talk with them. And if they become too big of trouble, then I might throw them your way.
too big for you? Is that what we're saying there? Okay, okay, Clay. Thanks. What's we doing?
So we've also been looking at this from a safety point. This is going to be summertime. The kids are going to be curious about it. There's a lot of kids in your neighborhood. Very concerned about that.
Yeah, they like to procreate around here. They really, really do. I said procreate, is that? Anyway, never mind. Go ahead.
We're just taking that into consideration of that we really don't want to see any of the company, any of the equipment from big trucks or anything going out here in the cul-de-sac or anything like that, because of the fact, number one, they can't really turn around down in there. And number two, I've come across a lot of little kids out here when I come out here to visit with you guys with homeworks and everything. I drive very slow just because of that fact, and I hope everybody else in here that comes through here, if you see anything that's out of the ordinary that they're not following that, sure get in touch with Kelly or myself or Jeff and make sure that it's taken care of quickly.
That's a good point, because we have some more teenage kids too that might be apt to play on the equipment and stuff.
They're more of an issue. You know, a lot of the little kids are down the street,
Construction
kind of out of the way,
fence
but
around
yeah.
your equipment to kind of at least we can say.
It'll be around there, but you're never gonna keep them out.
But we can,
We'll do our best.
we can keep our eye
I
on
mean,
it, but if there's some way.
Well,
just
they're
to-
really,
They're not really gonna hurt the
They're not gonna hurt
equipment.
anything.
I mean, because
they may be future construction.
So
Yeah.
you don't mind if they can drive them around, if they can figure out how to turn it on and drive?
well, we'll take the keys.
Oh, okay, okay. You won't?
You're not gonna hurt the equipment. So,
What time would we expect construction to start? What time of the day?
usually it's 7 in the morning, go to about 3:30,
Do you just work Monday through Friday, or will you work through the weekends?
Monday through Friday. I'll leave that call up to Barra. There's times, you know, they may elect,
They get a dry chance.
if they get a dry
we start getting a lot of
spell,
rain again.
they may elect to go Saturdays. Has anybody got problems with that, or?
I think
We have a goal of trying to get this done as quickly.
Yeah.
We're anticipating.
I like to see people work on Saturdays. That's,
Is 7
that's
o'clock
cool.
too early?
No.
Hmm?
Okay. Normally, the construction guys like to go on from 7 to 3:30.
Normally my alarm goes off at 7:30. Could you start at 7:30? Would that, no.
You laugh, we have had that.
Really?
You guys are laughing, but believe me.
Mine goes up at
You'll have
5.
ringside seats right here to watch the two.
Oh, yeah, you can get on his back.
Yeah.
Anything else comes up? Any other questions?
Anything else? And really, if you do see something that you want to question or not sure about or wondering why, just really call.
I do have one other question. Probably like 3 weeks ago, they chopped down all the trees in the common ground right behind our house, and they chopped down all the trees that were tagged with like a yellow or like a red ribbon, which I think you guys probably have marked throughout the project. There's still trees back there that are like that they didn't chop down. Do we anticipate that they'll come back and chop further trees down,
Look
or?
into that. My guess is if they didn't cut them down then, they're not going to.
I think that has come to a stop now.
It has.
Until they get in here and start doing some actual, until the job, everything starts in here, and see if those are going to become a bigger issue. If they were sizing a lot up of possibilities of those, you know, like chance of going into the creek and everything and pulling. And I think that's a lot of what they were trying to, they got a little tag happy with some of them, so they
Yeah.
stopped.
Okay, got it.
Anything else?
Well, again, we definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming out here and explaining the steps and what to expect, and it helps us out too.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Here's my card.
Thanks, Kelly.
Can you give me that card?
Could you get the disc from,
You guys got mine, I'm sorry, my number.
Yeah,
I got you.
it's laying in our office, I think it's right on the
Did I label it?
shelf. Yeah, you had labeled it from work, you made it, and we'll just give it to him, we'll make another one or something like that.
Did she go to Parkway South?
And I'll just kind of keep this going.
Okay.
No, I did a store project right behind the Parkway South.
Unless you want to do this, and I'll go.
No,
You
You don't like my video.
Oh,
well.
You live right here? Right next, we stopped right here at Clay's house, up in terms of what we got access on and everything.
Okay.
Or you need another one?
Something from me?
I
I need $1
don't
million.
know what the permanent fix might entail in terms of anything else we might come back.
Well, my daughter-
My wife's going to get the DVD that we made.
Oh, great, thank you.
So we get something done.
Right, yeah, it has a
You mean just copy it and get it back to you?
couple of gig on it or whatever. No, you can keep it.
Oh, okay. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
sure. What's your name again?
I'm Eric.
Eric. I forget names very rapidly, so.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Any questions,
Okay.
let me know.
All right.
For coming out.
Thanks.
Nice meeting you.
Coming out.
So now you get to check yourself out on YouTube.
What year are you?
Everything be cool.
I know.
Yeah, so, I tell you what, yeah.